Hi, this is Carl Munson with the Portugal News and Information Update. This time, Portugal's foreign nationals double in a decade article from the Portugal Resident today, written by Natasha Don. Portugal's foreign nationals double in a decade, but it is not a happy picture of seamless integration. Now, I'm endeavoring to go live on. Okay, let's mute that over there. Doing our best to. We're doing our best to mute it over there. This is the first time I'm doing. Mute. There we go. We've got it. So we're ready to roll. Okay. Let me just start that again. Portugal's foreign nationals double in a decade, but it is not a happy picture of seamless integration. The number of foreign nationals living in Portugal in 2022 was 800,000, double the figure of 10 years ago, with 1 in 3 living at risk of poverty and 500,000 having been granted Portuguese nationality in the last 15 years, according to the statistical database of the Francisco Manuel dos Santos Foundation. In a portrait of the foreign population and migratory flows in Portugal, in quotes, on the occasion of International Migration Day today, that is, the database dubbed Por Data has sought to access the number and living conditions of immigrants and developments in the granting of nationality and residence permits. The study concludes that 76% of foreigners come from non-EU, non-European Union countries and have an unemployment rate that is more than double the national average. In 2021, for example, these foreigners were earning an estimated 94 euros less per month than the national average. In 2022, 118,000 immigrants entered Portugal, the highest figure since records began, whilst 31,000 left, translating into 23,000 fewer, minus 43%, than in the year with the highest number of departures, 2013, Poor Data says in its release. Last year, there were 798,480 foreign nationals living in Portugal legally or in the process of having their residence made legal by state services, representing 7.6% of the total population. In the last 15 years, Portuguese nationality has been granted to around 500,000 foreigners. That's specifically 468,665, both resident and non-resident in Portugal, says Pordata, pointing out that in the last 2 years, the majority of these grants were given to non-resident citizens, with as many as 1/3 going to descendants of Portuguese Sephardic Jews in 2022. The number of immigrants decreased between 2010 and 2015, but since then there has been a very large increase. And as an example, between 2018 and 2019, the number of resident foreigners was more than 110,000. Compared to the Portuguese population, the foreign population in Portugal has a higher proportion of men and is younger, notes Pordata's release, adding that the median age is 37, or 7 years less than the median age of the Portuguese population. The most representative nationalities in Portugal are Brazilian at 29.3%, British at 6%, Cape Verdean at 4.9%, Italian at 4.4%, Indian at 4.3%, and Romanian at 4.1%, reads the report. This increase in the foreign population is reflected in the education system, with the number of immigrants enrolled doubling in 5 years to 105,955 in the 21-22 school year. In primary schools, 1 in 10 children is a foreigner, and a third of doctoral students at universities are immigrants. On the labour front, according to Eurostat, quoted by Pordata, more than 1/3 have temporary work contracts, against an average of 16% among Portuguese nationals in work. And Portugal is 4th country in the EU in terms of the most non-permanent contracts in the European Union among foreign nationals. With regard to poverty and social exclusion, 31% of foreigners living in Portugal face both, translating into 11 percentage points above the average for the native Portuguese population facing poverty and social exclusion. This problem is particularly acute among those from outside Europe at 34%. Since 2019, the number of immigrants has been 3 times higher than the number of emigrants, contributing to positive migratory balances. Although, excuse us, the newsroom has just been infiltrated by an infant. Since 2019, let me just finish this. So, since 2019, the number of immigrants has been 3 times higher than the number of emigrants, contributing to positive migratory balances. Although the number of emigrants is still significant, adds Pordata, which also analyzes that side of things. In 2022, 31,000 emigrants left Portugal, 23,000 fewer than in the year that saw the highest number of departures, 2013, with 2/3 of these being men and almost half, 47.6%, specifically having higher education. Finally, among those who left last year, 51% went to another EU member state. In an analysis of previous years, Pordata included that in 2016, 2018, 2019, and 2021, more immigrants left with higher education than with basic education. Source here is Lusa. Thanks to Natasha Don at the Portugal Resident. Find the link to the article in the sleeve notes.